Many people believe that exemption would protect me and people like me from these cuts, and that's just not the case. We will feel everything and we'll be hurt by the cut if it does happen, and our lives would change in every way. My name is Bryce. I'm 23 years old and I live in Miamisburg, Ohio. Step one in my day, wake up, read some news, and we'll start doing our routine of bathroom, getting dressed, deodorant on, all the hygiene basics. Get a breakfast. This morning it was waffles and for some reason fruit punch because I was out of milk. It's gotta be the weirdest combo I've ever had for breakfast, waffles and fruit punch. This is kind of my room here. I got a little hockey stick corner over there. In the summertime, I try to get outside, handle the ball around a little bit. This is where I spend a lot of my time, listening to music, just kind of enjoying things, and it's been great to live independently, and that's something that I've strived for my entire life, and I'm very happy that I've achieved it. My caregiver, Don, he gave our family hope. I wasn't even able to go hardly anywhere. Most of my summers back then, before I had care, was just kind of walk around the same neighborhood path, and that would be my outing for the day. If I don't have care, which is possible through Medicaid, my life would be taken away from me. Everybody deserves a piece of that American dream. I would not be where I am now at a successful job, be as much in the community if it wasn't for the in-home care that I have, that Medicaid and insurance helps cover. I couldn't imagine what it would be like if I didn't have it. I wouldn't be able to get out. I wouldn't be able to do my own shopping. On our way to do some grocery shopping. We got Don driving, and we're just having a good old time. With the shopping, help me reach things. People think that, even a gallon of milk, pretty easy to grab, right? I definitely would make a mess if I even attempted that. I pay for all my rent. I pay for my food, my electric, the maintenance on my vehicle. I really have to budget myself delicately simply because I can only work so many hours physically. Can't really afford to have it be any lower than what it already is. Workday is definitely a process. I rely on my caregivers to help me with the bathroom, with getting dressed.
As the footwear lead, my first duty and most important is to take care of the customer.
When kids come in and say, it's my first time playing basketball, I need a shoe, and I get to pick out their first shoe based on what they like. The best part of my job is definitely seeing those kids and hoping one day that will be, my family coming in to get shoes.
The cuts that could possibly happen would be absolutely devastating.
If I didn't have care, I wouldn't be able to make a living. I dreamed of living on my own. I finally achieved it, and I just can't support the fact that it could be taken away. The process for Medicaid, tons of meetings, tons of paperwork. They had to know information about my family, not even me. Basically, they had to open up an entire book about my entire life up to that point. Every detail, every sickness, everything that I can't do, they had to bring up, and it hurts every time you bring it up. I cannot imagine doing that every 6 months. 6 months, gotta redo everything again, recertify all the paperwork, which takes forever. It's just more hassle. It's more opportunity for something to be messed up. We get reminded enough of what we cannot do. I don't need to go through a book twice a year to tell me it doesn't change. You don't win at this. You just try to do the best you can every day, and if it was a bad day, you chalk it up to the next. I'm just living a life like everybody should. That American dream. I like sports. I like hanging out with friends. I like working. That is something that we should all have, and all have the ability to have. And I cannot imagine if I didn't have those things and what my life might be. If I could talk to someone who is making these possible decisions, you're impacting hundreds of thousands of people who rely on this to be productive, to live that dream and that freedom that America has been built upon. If we cannot get to our jobs, get to our friends, and we're basically staying here at home because we can't go anywhere, what freedom is that?
Cutting Medicaid won't stop us needing assistance. It will just stop us from thriving, and I believe everybody should be allowed to thrive in this country.